Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Snoopy Joker, and on today's episode we are going over the tank Magneto. Now Magneto is one of the three characters I play. The other two are Strange and Groot, and this is a tips and tricks on how to use Magneto. And if you want to see Strange and Groot, both videos are on my channel, Snoopy Joker. Go check them out. See if you can find any helpful tips and tricks of my videos of both Strange and Groot. Now, before we go into any of the helpful tips on Magneto, let's go over some of his abilities. His main attack is projectiles, metal projectiles that are sent from Magneto towards the enemy. You get about 10 of them.
30 seconds before you attack.
And if you run out, of course, you can melee with this, I believe it's a sword or a metal sword that comes out of him with melee. It's not as fast as Strange, but it is powerful. His first ability is to put a bubble around him or an ally. And when that ally or himself takes damage, it adds back to the metal ring on Magneto's back you see here. Because when that is fully charged, it has another ability where you can shoot out those metal rings all at once to do damage on an enemy. Now, if that is fully charged, the metal rings, and you shoot it at an enemy, it will push them back. Now, you don't have to wait for it to be fully charged. You can wait for the cooldown to be over to use it again, but it won't be as powerful until all the rings are fully reappeared on Magneto's back. And lastly, he has a front shield. Now, this front shield blocks projectiles. It does not block melee damage. I've tried. I've gotten slaughtered by Wolverine and Iron Fist, and even this lovely Thor that tried to melee me instead of shooting out his thunderbolts. So use that for projectiles, and again, that adds to the metal ring on Magneto's back. His ult, as you probably have heard, is Fear Magneto, where he goes up in the air to collect metal materials to throw down and explode on enemies. You can use the projectiles that come from an enemy to capture in this metal sphere. And the longer you wait, the more powerful it is. However, if you wait too long, it will explode in mid-air. Now, usually I don't mention synergy matchups, but I feel like Magneto has a very good synergy. When someone is playing Scarlet Witch, some of her chaos energy goes into Magneto, and when you press triangle on the PlayStation, Magneto gets a more powerful projectile shot, you can say. What that means is, instead of like a metal sphere coming out of Magneto, it's more like a metal chaos blade, and can go pretty far and do a lot of damage to the enemy in front of you. However, it's short-lived and does have a cooldown, so use it wisely. Now, like I said before, Magneto is one of the three tanks I use in this game. Both him and Strange have a longer ability to be on the field because of their shields and because they can shoot from a distance. Most of the other tanks, yes, they're good. Some are basically good to shoot from a distance. Others are good for melee, but their ability to create shields, where Magneto creates bubbles and has a front shield, Strange can float and create a front shield as well, allows them to be on the field longer. And like I said before, and you may disagree, most of the top players, one above all, has a Magneto, Strange, or both on the field in their matches. Your ability to win games goes higher. I'm not saying that high, but goes higher when you have a decent player that can use Magneto or Strange. Now, yes, there have been games where neither of them have shown up on the field and I've won, but my winning has increased. My matches of winning have increased because I've added Strange and Magneto back into my ranked play. Now, the cool thing about Magneto is his melee, or not melee, but his main attack. If you have terrible aim, like myself, because I'm aging and I probably need glasses, but no excuse, get good, right? If you have terrible aim, his attacks have a splash damage, so you don't have to hit the enemy directly. It doesn't do as much damage, but if you hit the enemy near them, it will still do damage. Of course, if you hit him in the chest or hit him in the head, you're going to do more damage, but at least you have the ability to still do damage even if you slightly miss. His bubble, I feel, is good for when you're in danger and need to back up like I did there, or it's good for when your ally decides to go in for the main attack, and or if they're about to use their ult and you want to put a bubble on them so they succeed, like Scarlet Witch, like Strange. If you put a bubble around them before they let off their attacks, their ults, they have a higher chance of landing that ult. And his front shield is good for when you're backing away. It's not like Strange where there's a specific amount of damage. It lasts only for maybe 4 or 5 seconds, then disappears, and you can cancel it. There's been times where I wanted to use his rings to shoot at once and I hit the shield instead, but you can cancel it to take it away. And his rings, again, like I said before, you probably want to wait until they're fully charged. Again, you can use them anytime, but if you use them while they're fully charged, not only will they do more damage, they will knock back the enemy from their onslaught of attacks. And I've used this on Thor, I've used it on Hulk, it works. So use it wisely. Now lastly, his ult. His ult, again, like I said, the longer you hold it, the more powerful it gets, but it will explode. So when you use the ult, you can use it as a way to force the enemy back, because when they hear Fear Magneto, they're like, oh crap, where is it? And it can be blocked by Strange and certain characters. But when I use the ult, I kind of wait to see where I want to aim it. Like if a Luna Snow uses her ult, or if a Cloak and Dagger uses her ult, or if someone uses their ult that takes time to power up, I'm going to try and use my ult, aim it directly at them for a direct hit for a KO. It's hard to do, but it is possible, and it gives you time to aim, but don't let it go too far. And yes, you can be taken out with that ult. Now, my main decision to use Magneto is when I feel that Strange is either not doing well, or if there's a Scarlet Witch on my team, because I want that power boost. Scarlet Witch and Magneto is a great synergy, and Magneto literally levels up when he has a Scarlet Witch. So if you want to use Magneto and you see a Scarlet Witch on your team, use it. It is very well done. Now, tell me your thoughts on Magneto. Tell me what you think of him. Tell me if you like to use him as your main. Do you like him? Don't you like him? Do you feel that he is one of the better tanks to solo in this game? Also, I forgot to mention, if you're facing Magneto and you're using a Strange, whip him. Because again, like I said, see direct hit? Sorry, you see the direct hit? Direct hit, almost full energy, took out 2 of them. So definitely trying a direct hit. Anyways, if you have a Strange versus Magneto, try to get up close to Magneto, because like I said, he doesn't block melee damage that well. With that being said, tell me your thoughts. Let's have a conversation in the comments. Sub for more content and to help me grow. Like the video so YouTube can like me and spread my video. And of course, for any more content, I have Snippy Joker Shorts on my Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate you watching. And I hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one.